And a very good morning, everybody. The final day of the 2014 Iowa High School State Wrestling Championships underway here shortly, as we will have action for you in Class 2A, followed by Class 3A, and then we'll go into Class 1A. We will have two wrestlers up at the same time, as Patrick Woods and Sam Phillips will be up for West Delaware, as we're going to hear our national anthem here, and then we will be back with Patrick Woods and Sam Phillips. Right after this, you're listening to State Wrestling coverage on Mix 94.7 KMCH. Welcome back in. We are underway. Class 2A consolation semifinal round action. As we are here, we've got two matches going on. We're going to have Patrick Woods over on mat number 4, as he's taking on Jacob Fensky from Davenport Assumption. Sam Phillips over on mat number 8. He's taking on Zach Underhill from East Marshall LeGrand. We are underway. Patrick Woods and Fensky 0-0. 1:45 left to go in the first period. Sam Phillips is up 2-0 with 1:20 left to go in his first period.
Nice throw by Phillips. Jamie, do you have Mason Miller from Winterset against Phillips, or is that Underhill from East Marshall?
That is Underhill from East Marshall.
Underhill, thank you very much. Appreciate that a whole bunch. But I'll tell you what, the excellent throw by Phillips as he got right out. Johnny on the spot this morning. He had his Wheaties on the whistle, hit that throw by on Underhill, and he's up now 2-0, riding tough. Jamie, a little footnote for our listeners. This is the 4th time this year that Woods has wrestled Fensky, and Woods owns a 3-0. Woods owns a 3-0 lead on Fensky.
And there's a 2-point takedown for Patrick Woods. 1:10 left to go in this first period. Fensky flat out on the mat. We should get a stalemate here, as Fensky holding on to the right leg of Patrick Woods. There it is, stalemate, 1:07 left to go first period.
And a tight waist tilt by Sam Phillips. Got a 1,001 count on Underhill, no points though. Here's a tight waist by Phillips with the left, half Nelson on the right, trying to hit a tilt. Underhill comes into the state meet at 44-7. Quite a record for the senior from East Marshall. Tough ride now by Phillips as he tries to put a cross body ride on Underhill. He's going to get way high. He's got 13 seconds. He's got to hang on here as Underhill was trying to come out the back door on Phillips. 6 seconds left, and it looks like Phillips will go to the second period up 2-0. Good first period and a good start, Jamie, for the Hawks.
Patrick Woods with a chicken wing on the right side of Fensky, trying to get it out. He's trying to get to the outside and run it, as Fensky up to his base now, head on the mat. Patrick Woods doing a great job. He's got to try to get out to the side and run that chicken wing. As yesterday we saw Patrick Woods in this situation trying to get to the outside and run it and was called for stalling. So he's got to get out there as he's got a chicken wing looking to lock up that double chicken wing. Zach McCool coined move there, as Zach used that a lot in your high school career. And if you get it locked up tight and just right, it's a very effective move.
Once you get it, it's pretty easy to turn a guy without having any, and he's got it locked up right now, trying to run it with 2 seconds left. Not going to get any back points here, but very nice job by Patrick Woods. It is pretty tough to get that double chicken wing. Pretty easy to get one, but to get two, it's difficult. But once you get it, usually there's back points.
We're going to go to the second, Patrick Woods' choice. He's going to go right down, no defer there. He's going to go down, leading 2-0 to start the second.
Sam Phillips working on a 2-point reversal. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape as Underhill tried to throw a cross body ride in. Phillips caught the leg of Underhill and threw it over his head. Sit out, turn in, 1-point escape. The referee hasn't posted it yet. You got to post that right there. There's a 1-point escape by Phillips, and he takes a 3-0 lead with 1:01 left to go in the second period.
And back-to-back escapes as Patrick Woods picks up an escape. He goes up 3-0 with 1:48 left to go in this second period, taking on Jacob Fensky from Davenport Assumption. Both wrestlers on their feet here, and that's going to be a nice. And now Woods in on an outside single, trying to finish here. Fensky dives over the backside of Patrick Woods, grabs onto the leg, and we're going to get potentially dangerous.
Sam Phillips works out of a tremendous scramble there. He hit a throw by on Underhill. Underhill grabbed his head and had Phillips momentarily on his back, and Phillips wormed his way out of it, climbed on top of Underhill, and picked up a 2-point takedown. Phillips is now up 5-0 with 31 seconds left in the second period. The Hawks are off to a great start, gentlemen.
This is exactly what you want to see from your West Delaware Hawks, coming out here, getting after it, scoring points. Woods just got a 2-point takedown, hit a drive, cross leg there, and got 2 points. He is now up 5-0.
And your seniors going out with a bang, gentlemen, with a lot to prove here yet. 7 seconds left to go. Phillips is going to go to the third period with that 5-0 lead, riding tough on Underhill, inside wrist on the right, tight waist with the left, and let's see whose choice it's going to be. It's going to be Phillips' choice, and he's going to choose up. Good choice, as Underhill is a legger and a cradler. So Sam Phillips doing a good job controlling Underhill. You look at the clock there, Zach. You know, we talk about you got that 5-point lead. Now is not the time to sit on it. You want to keep building the lead and keep pressuring Underhill.
Yeah, Sam Phillips doing a very nice job breaking down hips, riding tough here. Like to see him stay on top here and get some back points.
23 seconds left to go. Over here on mat number 4, Patrick Woods with a 5-0 lead, doing a great job of riding on top of Jacob Fensky, working those wings, working those bar arms underneath, trying to get Jacob Fensky to his back. As Roger mentioned, Woods leads the series this year 3-0. They started at the Hawk Tournament. Patrick Woods won that. They wrestled at the Bent Community Tournament with Woods winning that one as well, and then, of course, last week at the district meet. 9 seconds left to go. Woods with that chicken wing on the right side of Fensky. 4 seconds left to go. We're going to go to the third period. It'll be Fensky's choice as we start period number 3.
And Woods getting a little high, riding the legs, and Coach Pat Phillips and Scott Litter are up off the chair saying, hey, stay back on the ankle. You're wrestling a legger. And I'll tell you what, he's a scrambler too, so we'll see if Sam Phillips is going to go right back to work on the hips and staying back, keeping his head up. There's a side roll attempt by Underhill, and Phillips has to go to a claw ride. Underhill working on a 2-point reversal. 55 seconds left to go. Could be a tilt by Phillips. Phillips getting his head precariously low. Got to get that head up. Underhill's going to try to pull the head down of Phillips, and no point there. We got a legal hold by Underhill at 1 point. That's a legal hold by Phillips.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what he called unless it was a figure 4 on the head. But it's 5-1 now. 47 seconds left to go. Now you got to be careful here. There's a tilt attempt by Phillips. Got a 1,001 count. There's a chicken wing now by Sam Phillips on the right side of Underhill. 38 seconds left to go. That's a much safer position to be in if you're Sam Phillips right now. Chicken wing on the right, inside wrist on the left.
And Patrick Woods with another takedown. He went to a sweep single on the left side of Fensky. He's going to go up 7-0 here. 1 minute left to go in this third period. Now a ball and chain by Woods as they're on the edge of the mat. Drive him off the edge of the mat, get a fresh start, or we might get a stalemate here as neither wrestler improving. And here's Patrick Woods going to come up and try to run him out of bounds.
There's a reversal by Underhill and a stalling warning against Phillips. You got to be kidding me there, gentlemen. But that's going to be a 5-3 win by Phillips. He will wrestle for third and fourth. Outstanding match there by Phillips. He's going to win 5-3. Can you believe that? Stalling, gentlemen, unbelievable.
That was 2 seconds.
That was a 2-second stalling call. Phillips trying to burn some clock with some hand control underneath, and unbelievable. I'll tell you what, Sam Phillips is going to finish no worse than fourth. What a tournament, 3-1.
1 point escape for Fensky. It's now 7-1 in favor of Patrick Woods. 20 seconds left to go in this match. For Patrick Woods, we get a stalemate. 17 seconds left to go. We'll get a fresh start. 7-1. Patrick Woods leads it here, looking to join Sam Phillips in that third and fourth place match. 10 seconds left to go as we have a fresh start here. Woods with a lock, and he's going to try to go around the back for 2 points. 3 seconds left to go, and that's going to do it. Patrick Woods is going to win this match 7-1. A great match by him. As our first two area wrestlers in Class 2A finish up, we will be right back with 2 more, as coming up to the mat is Cody Neighbor from Beckman and Chase Straw from Independence. Neighbor up on mat number 5 as Cody Neighbor from Beckman is taking on Grant Sherman from Sadell. Chase Straw from Independence is going to be over on, is he on mat 7? Is that Straw over there on 7? Yes, it is. Chase Straw for Independence taking on Tristan Finch from Davenport Assumption.
Another tough match for Chase Straw. Tell you what, he lost a tough one 3-1 yesterday to Chase Schultz from Creston, so his dream of being a state champion will not be accomplished this year. But there's Grant Sherman with a 2-point takedown on Cody Neighbor. Grant Sherman, a Sadell Eagle, proud to announce that, alma mater of the Eagles. So Grant Sherman having a fantastic tournament for the Eagles. Cody Neighbor for Beckman's got a lot of work to do here as Sherman's climbing the body and controlling him with the tight waist.
And Chase Straw over there, he's taking on Tristan Finch from Davenport Assumption. He came into the tournament 36-3. He's a junior. Chase Straw, junior, coming in here for the Mustangs at 47-0. He was beaten in the semifinals last night, 3-1 against Chase Schiltz from Creston, a tough loss. As the second year in a row, Chase Straw has lost in that semifinal round. As we go here, a minute left to go in this first period. Here's a shot attempt by Straw, fought off by Finch, and no action here. 50 seconds. Another sweep single attempt by Straw. He's in on the right side of Finch. He's going to try to cut across the back and pick up two. Finch doing a great job as he locks through the legs of Chase Straw. Now Chase Straw going to try to split the legs here of Finch and come out the backside for a 2-point takedown. He's got to keep going as Finch is a great scrambler, as are all of the Davenport Assumption wrestlers. And Chase Straw is going to come out the backside and pick up a 2-point takedown. 25 seconds left to go in this first period.
That's a great start for Chase Straw. They're getting up on top of Finch, and you're right, Jamie, if you're going to wrestle Assumption, you got to be ready to scramble. 1-point escape by Neighbor. Neighbor was knocked out on the semifinal match by Max Thompson, a two-time state champion, looking for number 3 here. So Cody Neighbors closed the gap here 2-1 with 11 seconds left to go in the first period, and they are in neutral position. Both wrestlers, Sherman wearing the solid gold, both school colors, green and gold here. Sherman with the all yellow singlet with the green S on the right hip, and Neighbor.
And Chase Straw, we're going to go to the second period. We're going to start neutral as he's going to be up 2-0. We've got Jake Voss coming over on mat number 2.
Fast and furious this morning here, gentlemen.
Throw Zach McCool into the fire and let him do that match.
All right.
Sherman will choose down here to start Neighbor will choose down here to start the second period. Sherman on top, riding a tough, tight waist. Now Neighbor to his feet, looking for a 1-point escape. There's a 1-point escape. We're knotted up at deuces, 2-2, 1:37 left to go in the second period. Sherman from Sadell and Neighbor from Beckman Catholic. Again, trying to get in that third and fourth place match. Low single shot by a Neighbor. He's going to pick up no points. Well, we got a 2, and then he wiped it away. Great low-level shot for a Neighbor there. That's the right idea.
We got Jake Voss getting ready to start here against Bo Sorensen. It just started. We'd like to see Jake Voss get after it, get that first takedown.
Sorensen from Forest City. He's a junior coming into the tournament at 43-8. Chase Straw still neutral with Tristan Finch over on mat number 7. Is Chase Straw. He leads at 2-0. 1 minute left to go in the second period.
Long single shot again by Neighbor, and Sherman finds the edge of the mat. So off the edge they go with 58 seconds left to go. Back to the center. And a restart at 58 seconds.
Jake Voss in on an outside single, lifts the leg up and gets a 2-point takedown right there with 1:30 left in the first period.
A great job there by Jake Voss, and that's what you like to see, Zach, is Jake Voss elevating that leg and getting it up in the air and getting the takedown, not sitting with it, and picking up a 2-point takedown. 30 seconds left to go on mat number 7 with Chase Straw and Tristan Finch. Straw was in on another shot. Finch fought it off. Still 2-0 in favor of Chase Straw down on mat 7.
And Grant Sherman with a double leg takedown on Cody Neighbor. He's going to sit him to his backside and pick up the 2. Sherman now up 4-2 with 44 seconds left to go in the second period, and Neighbor is down.
We go out of bounds on mat number 7. 9 seconds left to go. So no points here in this second period between Straw and Finch, as it looks like that's how this second period is going to end, as Straw is going to take a 2-0 lead into period number 3. It'll be Finch's choice, and as we would expect from a Davenport Assumption night, he is going to choose top to start this third period.
Jamie, Jake Voss just came stand up by Sorensen here, goes straight into the tilt from his feet, is going to get a 3 count.
The referee started slow. He was behind Voss on there, and he wasn't in position. He started that count about 3 seconds late. Then he finally got on the right side. I was thinking that Voss might not get any points out of it at all.
Now he's working a ball and chain. He's got Sorensen on his back, looking for the fall. Well, there it is right there, Mr. Referee. Slap that mat.
Cody Neighbor with the 2-point takedown.
There it is.
150.
Fall for Jake Voss. Very nice coming out here, seeing your teammates coming out here with wins, and then he follows up right there with the fall.
A 2-point takedown now by Cody Neighbor at the end of the second period. He takes a 5-4 lead into the third, but Grant Sherman in on another dart-like double to the right side of Cody Neighbor. Sherman's going to get called for locking hands. So we're tied up now at 6s. Sherman was in on that double, and our referee's going to call him for locking hands.
Still no points here with Finch and Straw over on mat 7. Straw leads it 2-0. Still, he's flat on his stomach. Finch doing what those Davenport Assumption Knights do. They get on top and they ride tough. 40 seconds left to go in the third period.
And we're going to get a caution against Neighbor for starting too soon. He's tied up now 6-6.
We're going to get stalling against Chase Straw, and that's going to be a 1 point for Tristan Finch, as it's now 2-1 in favor of Chase Straw.
Roger and Jamie, up on mat 2, we got Brent Lammers up against Adam Drain from Mediapolis, who's coming into this tournament at 32-3.
And I think, Jamie, you said that these two have wrestled once already at the finals of the Weiza Muscatine tournament, with Lammers winning that match.
And I tell you what, Drain comes out here. He's got a heavily bandaged left hand. We saw that in the duels on Wednesday. And we'll see if Brent Lammers, and he's wrestled well with that taped hand. 10 seconds left to go for Chase Straw as he goes up 3-1. I'm not sure if we had locked hands or stalling against Finch, but Finch going to tilt. Straw not going to pick up any points, and that's going to do it. Chase Straw is going to win that match 3-1 and advance to the third and fourth place match. So Chase Straw escaped that one, and he's going to move on to that third and fourth place match.
What a round our area wrestlers are having so far. That's a 2-point takedown now by Cody Neighbor.
And a 2-point takedown for Brent Lammers on Adam Drain. Front headlock. He tried to lock up a drive cradle, but comes out the backside and picks up 2. 1:15 left to go, first period.
31 seconds left to go. Cody Neighbor is riding Grant Sherman very tough. He's got a cross face. He's got a leg in. He's got a cross face to far arm. He's picking up back points on Grant Sherman. Cody Neighbor will win this match, Beckman Catholic fans, and he will advance and wrestle in the third and fourth place match with 16 seconds left. He's got Sherman on his back. Now he's adjusted. He's looking for the fall. Neighbor's going to get the fall in 5:50. Cody Neighbor winning by a fall in 5:50, so he will advance to the third and fourth place match. And what a round our area wrestlers are having, as they are perfect now. And over to mat number 2.
Drain up to his feet, trying to switch Lammers. He's going to switch Lammers and catch Lammers on his back. Brent Lammers has got to fight off of this as he caught him in a neck wrench and threw him to his back. It's going to be 2-2, and I think Drain is going to pick up 2 near fall off of that as well. So Lammers is going to go down 4-2 here. Once our official gives the points, as Drain has a double chicken wing locked up on Lammers, and he's going to run it. Our official counting again, and Lammers is in trouble. 25 seconds left to go in this first period. Adam Drain with the double chicken wing on Brent Lammers. 19 seconds left to go. Fight off your back here, Brent Lammers. 15 seconds left to go. He's going to get 3-point near fall. Lammers will be down 5-2 as he's got a fight here. 8 seconds left to go. Drain trying to reset it. Lammers fighting, keeping his right shoulder off the mat. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Brent Lammers is going to be saved by the towel boy. As we go to the second period, it's going to be 5-2 Adam Drain. And that's going to be Lammers' choice. He's going to defer over to Drain. Drain is going to choose down to start the second period.
That very easily could have been 2 for Drain on the neck wrench and then 3 on the chicken wing. So that's what the Minneapolis coach is saying right there, but our official stayed right with the only 3 call. So
switch by Drain, and now a roll attempt, a side roll on Lammers. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal, and he's going to go up 7-2 on Brent Lammers. Just about caught Lammers on his back again. So Brent Lammers has got to come up here, looking to keep our area wrestlers unbeaten here, but he's got a lot of work ahead of him as it's 7-2 with 1:35 left to go in this second period.
I think he needs to get back on his feet and wrestle Drain on his feet. Drain looks like a very good mat wrestler, and Drain right now draped over the top of Lammers. 1:21 left to go in the first period. It's 7-2. Let's get a stalemate there as Drain is draped over the top of Lammers. He's got his legs hooked, and We're going to get a stalemate there. Thank you very much, and a restart. Lammers still has time if he gets back to his feet. It's 1. That's 7-3. A takedown. It's 7-5, and you're back in the match, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to continue to create some staying out of these scramble situations with Drain. That's all Drain's been doing so far is rolling around, creating scramble situations, coming out on top and getting more points than what Lammers is right now.
There's going to be a stand-up. There's your 1 point, Brett Lammers. 7-3 now. Let's get a takedown here and close the gap. 57 seconds left to go in the second period. Lammers still in here, dodging a bullet. Short arm drag by Lammers to a near side single, and Drain squares him off. Let's get stalling against Drain for backing up off the mat. Where's that 2-second stalling call, Zach?
I know, that's what we would like to see right here. Drain's going straight backwards.
At 47 seconds, Drain fakes a shot into Lammers. Lammers now working the head of Drain. There's a sweep single by Drain in deep on the left leg of Lammers. Lammers draped over the top of Drain. Drain's going to hang on right there. You know he is. Let's get a stalemate. Thank you. Let's get them back up on their feet. Good job. I like that quick. When you see that bottom guy just hanging on, not making an attempt, let's call that stalemate. Get him back, get him up and going. Drain with a fake attempt on the whistle. That gets Brett Lammers' feet moving. 29 seconds left to go. Brett Lammers needs a quick shot here. There's a sweep single again by Drain in deep on the left leg of Lammers again. Lammers is going to try to counter it with the scramble. Drain pops his head out to the right side of Lammers, and Lammers latched onto the legs of Drain. Good shot by Drain. Good counter wrestling by Lammers. 7-3, 14 seconds. Lammers needs a shot here. Oh, there's a good shot there by Lammers. I'll tell you what, he drove that shoulder right into the, you can't call a legal hold there or anything. That's just a caution. You're going to see Scott Litter go ballistic if they award Drain a point. That was a great shot. We've seen that the whole tournament, you guys. You know, a wrestler anticipates the whistle and shoots a shot. He shot a low shot in on Adam Drain, and you can't award any illegal hold right there. Adam Drain is down for the count there. He's got a right knee that's bandaged, and I don't know if he's really hurt or if he's just getting a blow there, Zach.
Yeah, you saw him slow down this match, going in, just hanging on to legs, trying to waste some clock here. So it might be that. Might be really hurt, I don't know, but we'd like to see Brett Lammers pick up the pace once he gets back up.
Well, Drain back to his feet, and our referee is holding the clock for injury time. And our referee's telling the Minneapolis coach to get back in your corner. I'll do the officiating, you just get back in your corner and coach. That was just an aggressive shot. I see no ill effects on the right knee of Adam Drain as Lammers is out on the go right now. That's exactly what you need to do. Push the tempo here, Brett Lammers. You're still in the match, 7-3, 8 seconds left. Drain backs up, and Lammers on the attack, 4 seconds left. Lammers on the attack, sweep single by Drain again, and he's had very good luck with that sweep single. Lammers is going to go up now in neutral. And tell you what, you got 2 minutes left in this match. Plenty of time. Lammers leading. There's a front headlock by Lammers. He's going to cut the corner on Drain. There's a 2-point takedown, 7-5. Cut him, Brett Lammers. Cut him, Brett Lammers. Get him, push him away. Push him away. There's a 1-point escape now by Drain, 8-5. Off the edge of the mat they go, 141.
You got to keep pushing the tempo here if you're Brett Lammers. Start working those stall calls because Drain is going to back up. He's trying to slow this pace down, but he's in on a quick shot on Lammers.
There's a sweep single by Drain. It cuts across to a double, 134. Brett Lammers has got to keep shooting, Zach. Don't give Drain an opportunity to shoot on you.
He needs to go back to that front headlock snap spin. That's what he's gotten Drain with both takedowns here. He'd like to see that.
There's a long shot by Drain. 8-5 is our score here, 126. A takedown's going to make it 8-7. Get Drain for stalling, back it up. Where's that 2-second stalling call? Coach Mitch Payton and Scott Litter up telling their young man to get going. Drain looks spent right now. There's a sweep single. Drain in deep on the legs of Lammers again. Lammers with a gut wrench on Drain, and Drain's going to hang on. Good stalemate call. That's
the only thing that Drain's doing right now is he's shooting in and just hanging on, not trying to score points, but trying to waste some clock here. So Brett Lammers got to continue to keep the pace up, not totally go straight into him, but work angles here.
There's a second caution on Lammers. He's got to watch it here. There's Drain in on another single. Lammers has to go to a gut wrench. He goes through the legs, and we're going to get a stalemate. Lammers has got to shoot, you guys. Mitch Payton is saying, you got to shoot. Drain's just going to hang on and burn some clock. Lammers now on the head of Drain. Drain shooting. Lammers trying to hit a go behind. Drain catches him with his right arm. Front headlock now by Lammers. Let's see if he can cut the corner. 50 seconds left to go. Drain blocking him off. Drain using hand control on Lammers. Lammers working the front headlock on Drain. And Drain is face down. Lammers now has his head up. Let's see if he can cut the corner. 40-some seconds left to go in the match. Lammers trying to cut the corner on Drain. Drain hanging on for dear life. Lammers trying to circle to the right of Drain. And boy, you got a windmill out of it. 37 seconds left to go. Lammers head up now. He's trying to cut the corner. He's going to pick up two. Get the corner, Brett Lammers. Drain blocks him off one more time. Lammers couldn't get the corner cut. And Drain hanging on for dear life. Lammers trying to scissor his legs out of it and get behind Drain. And again, Drain doing what he does best, and that's hanging on for dear life. He's got the leg. Lammers trying to cut the corner on him, and off the edge of the mat they go. That was a whole lot of time spent, whole lot of time burned right there. 17 or 12 seconds left on the clock. Again, we can't see the whole clock down there. Lammers now trying to circle. He's got Drain. There's a takedown. Cut him loose. Cut him loose. Get one. Go, Brett Lammers. Do it again. Take it to overtime. Two. Oh, off the edge. Why wasn't that two? Why wasn't that two on the edge of the mat? Great shot by Brett Lammers. He's got plenty of time. He's got time for one shot. Drain running. And now you're going to get stalling against Drain. As clock runs out, Lammers is going to lose this match 9-7. Wow. So Brett Lammers will wrestle for 5th or 6th. Well, that's a tough one. Adam Drain from Minneapolis held on to that 5-point move. I'll tell you what, the West Delaware coach and the Minneapolis coaches are having some words, and the Minneapolis assistant coach gave Scott Litterer the pointer finger. I'm not sure what the exchange was there, but that's just aggressive wrestling by Brett Lammers, you guys, and he's trying to win the match. And
we have to apologize. Daniel Pike, his match is over. He was over on mat number 6, and I believe Daniel Pike, he won by fall. He was up 4-0 in that match. So we'll have to see how Daniel Pike finished in that match, as he was up 4-0 when I looked at the score, and I looked down and it was over. So I'm assuming Daniel Pike winning that match by fall. We will get an update on that here in just a second. We apologize, Monticello fans, as Daniel Pike, we missed his match, we missed the call, and unfortunately we didn't get to call it, and I believe he won that match by fall, but we will let you know. And that's going to do it for our Class 1A wrestler, or 2A wrestlers, excuse me. We will have a short break and get you back for Class 3A, as Austin Hush will be up for the Bobcats, and then we will have Max Lyon at 170 pounds for Western Dubuque just shortly. So we'll take it back, send it back to the station, take a quick break. We'll be back with Austin Hush at 132 pounds. Right after this, you're listening to State Wrestling coverage on Mix 94. Up over here on mat number 1 as he's taking on Clint Lembeck from Cedar Rapids Xavier. Another tough wrestler for the Xavier Saints, as Lembeck is a sophomore coming into the tournament at 41-4. So his senior taking on a sophomore here, and it'll be a good matchup.
He's 44-5 right now, Lembeck, as he's had a tremendous tournament, won 3 and lost 1, as is Hosh. Jamie, I expect another close match here for Austin Hosh. He lost 5-1, then he won 4-1, 3-2, and 5-1. So I doubt that we see 20 points in this match when Hosh is wrestling. But you know what? If he can score 20, he probably will. Again, he's staying at bay, and same technique, same tactic by Hosh. He loads up, he shoots that double, and it's usually from long range, and at some point he makes it count. And there's a nice elbow post, and he drops in on a double, but Lembeck counters it. Lembeck looks to be pretty physical for a sophomore from Cedar Rapids Xavier. I'm not sure that these two. There's a sweep single by Hosh. He's in deep, cuts across to that double. Can he pick up two with it? Hard whizzer by Lembeck. And I'll tell you what, missed it. And Hosh gets up out of the mat, shaking his head, but he gets a clap from Paul Cleary. That was a sweep single, and it cut across to a double. And he ran Lembeck halfway across the mat, but didn't get any points for it. Gentlemen, I like our area wrestlers, the enthusiasm and the energy that they're showing on this Saturday morning.
Yeah, they're getting after it. They're coming out here. They know what's at stake. They want to place as high as they can right here. So they're doing a nice job getting after it and going and scoring points.
And we do have an update. Daniel Pike from Monticello did win that match by fall in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So a nice job there by Daniel Pike. He moves into the third and fourth place match for Monticello.
And he will take on Dylan Van Duzen from West Liberty, and that will be a district final. That was quite a match at the 2A district at Central DeWitt, where Pike won that match. And I think that was overtime. That was a back and forth match for 7 minutes. Long shot again by Hosh. Hosh takes a peek at the clock, and clock time's going to run out. It zeroes up on the board. And it's going to be Hosh's choice. He's got the red leg bands on to match the red piping around the armpits, and the legs of that Western Dubuque singlet. And he's going to go down underneath Lembeck. There's a whistle. Stand up. Hosh trying to work an outside stand up, now an inside stand up. He's working some hand control on Lembeck. Lembeck with a front trip. Now a spiral ride by Lembeck with the right, half Nelson with the left. Applied a lot of forward pressure on the hands and shoulders of the senior from Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque would certainly like to follow our 2A wrestlers and go three. The 2A wrestlers went 6-1 that round. And I'm sure Coach Cleary would take a 3-0 round here, fellas.
He would, and we're only going to have 2 wrestlers in this round, as Dylan Ganson's wrestling for 7th and 8th, but Austin Hush and Max Lyon will wrestle here in this round.
There's great hand control by Hosh. He's going to pick up an escape. Lembeck's going to hit him with a throw by. Off the edge of the mat goes Hosh, and we're going back to our feet. Neutral with a 1-0 lead by Hosh. And Hosh has just made a living in these close matches. I see Coach Cleary is missing some hair over there. I'm sure part of that is from Austin Hosh sitting on the edge of his seat. But Hosh winning 41 matches coming into the tournament. His record now is 44-2. So I'm telling you what, he knows how to get the job done. 1:14 left to go. Hosh very quick, staggered stance, trying to attack that right side of Clint Lembeck. Lembeck would really like to get a hold of Hosh and work that throw by collar tie series, and Hosh is not giving him an opportunity to do that. Now a hard collar tie by Lembeck, ankle pick by Lembeck to the left side of Hosh, and Hosh is going to back out and not let Lembeck put that big claw on the back of his neck. 45 seconds left to go. Another long shot by Hosh. And Zach, Austin Hosh has not changed his style one bit. He's still shooting that double from a long ways away.
You know, he's finding some ways to get in there still. In this match, he's been on a few shots, but you're right that he's shooting from a long ways away, but driving, he's not stopping when he shoots.
And that's the whole key. You know, if you take that long shot and stop, you're going to give your opponent an opportunity to hit that go behind or to block you off and hit a knee tap or something. But he keeps his feet moving. Now he's sitting underneath Lembeck. Lembeck goes to an underhook, and Hosh is controlling that right elbow of Lembeck. And Lembeck's trying to set up a front headlock on Hosh. Off the edge of the mat they go, and we got to go back to the center of the mat with 2 seconds left. It's going to be Lembeck's choice to start the third period, so Hosh will be up on top, and he is a very, very good rider. 2-1, and that's going to do it right there, and it's going to be Lembeck's choice to start the third.
Roger, just like you were talking about earlier, not a lot of points for Hosh here. You'd like to see him be able to put a few more points on the board, but if he can ride him out and win here, that'd be great.
Well, there's a sit-out turn-in by Lembeck, and he's going to pick up a 2-point reversal on Hosh, so now Hosh is down by 1 point. That was a 5-second reversal by Lembeck, and I'll tell you what, Hosh was stopped movement. He didn't even follow Lembeck, and now we're going to get a caution on Hosh for starting a little bit too soon.
Hawks from West Delaware in 6th place.
Well, having a tremendous tournament with some more points to get yet. Stand up now by Hosh. He's trying to split the hands of Lembeck. Now he's going to turn and face him. Lembeck will drop in on a single. Hard whizzer by Hosh. Off the edge of the mat they go. Hosh needs to score one here.
Roger, we talked about this earlier this week here, but get your hips away. When you get up to your feet, get your hips away. Instead, we're seeing a lot of action backwards into their opponent instead of getting it away.
Yeah, pop those hips. I always say pop those hips. Get a hand on your way up and then pop those hips. Clear them. Here's Lembeck's going to throw a cradle in on Hosh. Trying to lock it up, a far side cradle. And now Hosh splits the hands of Lembeck, but that time is going off the clock at 1:21. Our referee tells Coach Cleary to find his seat in his chair, so he's getting a little bit excited. 1:15 left to go, so if you're Austin Hosh, you got to get going right here. And Lembeck right now is just hanging on. Somebody is stalling. Hosh is trying to get to his feet. Hosh to his feet, and Lembeck stays draped around Hosh. That's got to be stalling. Who's stalling? Where's the 2-second stalling call there? 101, and Hosh has got to get going here. I'll tell you what, you can't wait till that last second. There's a nice inside stand-up by Hosh, and Lembeck tries to lift and return. Hosh does a nice job. Getting to his feet. Lembeck drops in on a double. And you're watching Coach Cleary there saying, get your hips away, Zach. So you called it exactly right. There's a sit-out turn-in now by Hosh. He's up to his feet, and Lembeck front trip on Hosh. Boy, Lembeck has done a nice job countering every move that Hosh has had from underneath, but now you're under 45 seconds left to go in the third period. Austin Hosh has got to get going. He's back to his feet. He's well conditioned. Lembeck now is going to try to back trip Hosh. Hosh to his feet. There's your 1-point escape. It's now 2-2. Here goes another one of those close matches. A duck under attempt by Lembeck. 25 seconds left to go. The clock is ticking. Hosh takes a look at the clock. 20 seconds left to go now. Well, if you're Austin Hosh, you got to keep your feet moving here. Lembeck's trying to get a hold of it. There's a long shot by Hosh. Very long shot by Hosh. 12 seconds left to go. And Lembeck now on the head of Hosh, and it looks like we're going to go into overtime. There's a duck under attempt by Lembeck, ankle pick by Lembeck, and Hosh is going to fight those shots off, and we're going to go to overtime. It's going to test you right here. Here's that room simulation. Here's that situation work you do, Zach. It's overtime in the medal match of the state tournament, and you need to take down the win.
Yeah, and they've wrestled a lot of matches this week and this weekend, so it's who's got more left in their tank that's going to win this match.
Lembeck, the sophomore from Xavier, is trying to get that long arm of the law wrapped around the head of Hosh, and Hosh is not going to let him wrap him up. 51 seconds left here. Hosh again still shooting, taking that long shot. I'd like to see him fake to the right, shoot the sweep single to the left as Lembeck is leading. Now Hosh in on a double. Can he finish it here? Can he win another close match? He's got a single lifted up. Lembeck's going to go to try to trip Hosh. Hosh is going to load up that single on the right side. Now Hosh goes to the head of Lembeck, trying to pull him back in for a 2-point takedown. Not going to do it. We're going back to neutral. Great shot by Hosh. And you got to find some muster to get that leg up in the air and look for a trip. 27 seconds left to go. 24 seconds left to go. Might see period number 5. 19 seconds. There's Lembeck working on that ankle pick on Hosh. Again, a hard collar tie by Lembeck. Lembeck now working on a straight ankle pick on Hosh. 11 seconds. Hosh in on a shot. Can he finish the double? Can he finish the double? Off the edge of the mat one more time. Great reshot by Hosh, and Lembeck finds the edge. 6 seconds left to go, and we may be going to period number 5 here. 3, 2, and 1, and yes, we are. Here's a gut check time, Jamie and Zach. This is a gut check time. Let's see whose choice it is. It's going to be Lembeck's choice. He's going to go down. Hosh just needs to ride him.
Ride him out, and then when you get your chance, get out. Because, tell you what, Austin Hosh is tough on top. We saw that. We've seen that throughout the tournament and throughout the season. He's got to do it one more time here. Lembeck up to a quick stand-up. Don't want to get that stalling call, so he cut him loose. Now you got to go to work on your feet. You've been close on a couple shots. Go out and get one.
Well, you're exactly right. Hosh did score the first point of the match. So if this thing goes to period 7, but he had trouble getting out of Lembeck. There's a long shot by Hosh, and we thought that might happen. Now they're probably going to ding Hosh for stalling. No, they aren't. That long shot, he left that elbow out, Zach, and Lembeck came with a double underhook, 11 seconds. Long shot by Lembeck. 7 seconds left. This would be huge if Hosh could find a way to pick up a 2-point takedown. Now Hosh on the top of the head of Lembeck, snapping him down. We're going to go to period number 6. Hosh has to go down. Got to score 1 here, guys. Another one of those close matches. It's 3-2. Lembeck 30 seconds on the clock, and Hosh had trouble. That's a caution against Hosh.
It's a second one, Roger.
That is the second one. Next one's a point. There it is, the whistle. Hosh down, he comes to an outside stand-up, he turns in on Lembeck, is to his feet. Lembeck is going to lift and return. Hosh, you got to get back up to his feet. Now Lembeck hanging on to the ankle of Hosh. 18 seconds left to go. Hosh back up to his feet, 15 seconds left to go. Lembeck hanging on for dear life. Hosh tries a Granby roll. Lembeck's going to follow him, and Hosh to his feet. 8 seconds left to go, there's still time. Hosh regroups as he goes off the edge of the mat. You got 8 seconds. 8 seconds, 3-2 is the score. Again, you win, you go to period 7. You score and escape, you go to period 7. 7 seconds, Hosh up to his feet. Lembeck drops down on the ankle. 3, Hosh is going to turn and face him, and Lembeck drops back down, and it's going to be a 3-2 win for Clint Lembeck. So Austin Hosh will wrestle for 5th or 6th later today. Max Lyon, guys, is up on mat number 7, and it's the second period, and Lyon is down 3-2. Lyon wrestling a very good Mitch Otto from Sioux City East, who's 45-4. So in the excitement of the Hosh match, we missed the first period of the Lyon match, and Otto with a sit-out turn-in on Lyon, and Lyon drops his head, but there's a nice job by the freshman from Western Dubuque. So Austin Hosh winning many close matches, losing a close match there. Lyon trying to put a cross body right in on Otto, and Otto grabbing the right heel of Lyon. Lyon trying to stack Otto up. 1:32 left to go. Lyon in trouble as his left hip is down. Otto's trying to get his hips on top of Lyon. Lyon's going to pull him through and then come out on top. That's a nice job by the freshman. Now Lyon throws a cross body right in and tries to load up a power half Nelson on the left side of Mitchell Otto, the junior from Sioux City East, who's 45-4. So another close match, gentlemen.
Well, it is, and we wouldn't expect anything less here as Max Lyon wrestling all these seniors throughout this tournament. And I tell you what, he's been in every match. You look at his 3-1 loss. He lost that match to the. What was that kid's name?
Walensky from
Walensky, there you go, and he's in the finals, and that was a 2-point match for Max Lyon, so he's been right in every match.
Sit-out turn-in by Otto, tight waist counter by Lyon. 1 minute left in the second period, and the Lyon throws a cross body, tries to throw a cross body ride back in on the left side of Otto. Otto's going to clear it. Hard, tight waist by Lyon. Lyon's in good position right here. Otto trying to back over Lyon. Lyon counters that with a tight waist and drives Otto forward. 39 seconds left to go in the second period. Now Otto trying to high leg over Lyon. Lyon's got to be careful here not to let the hips of Otto get higher than his hips. Lyon jumps over to the left side of Otto. Now maybe a chicken wing, maybe something to slap Otto to his back. Otto's right hip is posted to the mat. Now we're going to get stalling against Mitch Otto for hanging around. Max Lyon doing a great job. 14 seconds left. Now if you're Max Lyon, you just want to keep him down.
Yeah, absolutely, Roger. That stall call could be huge later on in this match, being so close. He gets away, starts backing out. He could get another stall call and get a point.
Lyon's choice. He's got to go down. It looks like Mitch Otto regrouped himself right there, and he had looked like from our vantage point, he's got a little doubt in his mind. See if the freshman can score the big win here. Again, Max Lyon, the only freshman in Class 3A at 170. He is 3-1 on the tournament, having a super fantastic tournament for the Bobcats. Again, winning some very, very good matches. Lyon now working some hand control on Otto. Otto trying to throw a cross body right in on Lyon. Lyon trying to scoop that right heel of Mitchell Otto. And again, You got to get back to your feet. You got to work. Let's get a stalemate right here as Otto is hanging on for dear life. 1:32 left to go in the third period. Now Lyon getting his hips up. He's working his hips up. He's going to try to pull his head out and come out the back door. Otto's right hip is off to the side. Lyons is going to try to get, Max Lyon is going to try to pull him off and high leg over him. Boy, stay with it. Keep your hips up, Max Lyon. He's trying to get his hips higher than Otto, and Otto's got a power half Nelson on the left side of Max Lyon. Lyon now trying to crawl, trying to crowd Otto. He might go high leg over and pick up a 2-point reversal. The referee's letting him wrestle here. That's 1:01 left to go. Lyon now trying to get to a scramble. He's working his head up. He's got the heel of Otto. It might be a 2-point reversal. It is, and he's got Otto momentarily on his back. Lyon picks up the 2-point reversal. And he goes up now 4-3 with 44 seconds left to go. So a great job. That was good patience by our official and good movement by Max Lyon.
Yeah, these officials have been quick to stalemates and all of that. Sometimes too quick, sometimes not quick enough. Right there, it came out on the better end.
Well, I think they could see Otto getting the high with the legs, and Max Lyon do a good job underneath moving. There's Max Lyon riding a little bit high here. He goes to a tight waist and then a cross face underneath, not a cross face, but he goes underneath the left arm to the right arm, blocks it off, tries to throw Otto to his back, and Otto finds the edge of the mat. 11 seconds left to go, and Max Lyon takes a peek at the clock. And Zach, we talked about this, 10 seconds left to go on the clock, but it seems like that clock never speeds up here.
And the thing is we can't give two up here. If you're going to give any points, you got to give just that 1 point escape.
There's a stand-up by Otto, and Otto tries a high leg over on Lyon. Lyon readjusts, 7 seconds. Keep running clock. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Max Lyon is going to win this match, Bobcat fans. He will wrestle for third or fourth with a hard-fought 4-3 win over Mitchell Otto. So Lyon is 4-1 for the tournament, gentlemen. What a sensational tournament, Jamie Vasky, for the freshman.
Yeah, especially, just his freshman season. Just a great tournament by him coming in here and just wrestling well. And he's impressed us all season long, and just the same here in this state tournament. We will take a look at who our area wrestlers will wrestle in these third and fourth place, fifth and sixth place matches as we wait for Brock Henderson to come up from North Lynn. At 113 pounds in Class 2A, Patrick Woods from West Delaware is going to take on Brandon Mayer from Crestwood for third and fourth place. Mayer from Crestwood, a junior, coming into the tournament at 37-2. At 126 pounds, Sam Phillips from West Delaware will take on Shadow Leshin from Albia, who came into the season at 58-0. So Phillips and Leshin for third and fourth place. At weight class 138, Cody Neighbor from Beckman is going to take on Christian Fox from Osage. Fox, a senior, coming into the tournament at 42-4. At 145, it'll be Chase Straw from Independence in the third and fourth place match. He'll take on Cole Erickson from Mediapolis, who is a junior, coming into the tournament at 33-2. At 160 pounds, we're going to have a rematch of the first round match with Jake Voss taking on Brett Leshin from Albia. Leshin won that match 5-3 in the first round. Voss looking for redemption here in the third and fourth place match. At 170 pounds, we'll see Brent Lammers from West Delaware taking on Trevor Frayne from Creston in the fifth and sixth place match, as Lammers lost to Adam Drain 9-7 in that consolation semi. So it'll be Lammers and Frayne for fifth and sixth. And at heavyweight, we will see Daniel Pike from Monticello taking on Dylan Van Dusen from West Liberty in the third and fourth place matches. Both wrestlers winning by fall in their consolation semifinal matches. And weight class class 3A, 132 pounds, we will see Austin Hush from Western Dubuque take on Matt Wempen from Linmar in the fifth and sixth place match. Wempen losing 14-10 to Keegan Shaw from Southeast Polk. Hush losing 3-2 against Clint Lembeck from Cedar Rapids Xavier. At weight class 152, we'll have Dylan Ganson up for Western Dubuque, taking on Dion Claiborne for 7th and 8th place, and Max Lyon from Western Dubuque. We're not sure who his opponent will be. It'll either be Brady Letney from Pleasant Valley or, I gotta find him, Dalton Whitty from Burlington. And I believe we have Brock Henderson coming up at weight class 106 on mat number 7.
So we knew we wouldn't have much of a break here, Jamie. They're going to run. They're going to run time after time, class after class here with no break. And when this is over, then they will come right back through and they'll wrestle the medal matches. So here we go. We've got Brock Henderson taking on Brock Henderson from North Lynn. We'll get his opponent here in just a second, but there's a long shot by Henderson. He's in deep. I thought it was Tanner Lundgren from Emmitsburg, but it is not. We'll get the skinny on Henderson's opponent here in just a second.
You need to know who it is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's Tanner. I believe it's Tanner Greenwald from Wilton.
I was being bothered, as you could see.
Yes, indeed. Well, you have all the information, all the facts, Jamie, so people like to come to you to get information. So if you didn't do your job so well, you wouldn't be bothered so much.
Well, this is Tanner Greenwald.
Tanner Greenwald from Wilton. And he comes into the tournament only 14-6, and he's a sophomore. There's a nice double leg takedown by Henderson. He goes up early. 2-0 with 109 left to go in the match. So the freshman trying to get himself into that 3rd and 4th place match. Here's an opportunity for Henderson to put the pressure on here and just work and pound and get after this sophomore from Wilton, who's only 14-6. Weight class 126, Jared Coyle will take on Brad Kirchhoff for the 7th and 8th place medal. And this little buddy from Wilton, we saw him warm up, and he's got a tremendous bruise, I believe, on his left cheek. So I'm sure that was part of the problem why he's had a few matches. I know during weigh-ins there's some people checked him out during weigh-ins, but there's Henderson doing a nice job riding the chicken wing. There's Greenwald up to his feet. Henderson drops down to a double. Greenwald tries to kick out of it. Henderson's going to try to climb the body of Greenwald, and they go off the edge of the mat. 24 seconds left to go. Coach Larry Henderson in the corner. Larry Henderson. Brock Henderson beating Josh Jordan from Iowa Valley to open up the tournament 6-1. Then a huge win over Jordan Schmitz from Don Bosco, 5-2. And then running into a very good Justin Portillo from Clarion Goldfield, losing 12-2. And that bumped him to this match right here. Again, you win this match, you wrestle for 3rd and 4th. You lose, you wrestle for 5th and 6th. There's a short sit by Greenwald. Henderson with 4 seconds left to go in this first period has to hang on for dear life. And he's going to, we're going to go the second period with the score 2-0 in favor of Brock Henderson. It's going to be Henderson's choice. And Henderson's going to go down on Greenwald. It looked like Coach Henderson in the corner wanted Brock to go back to his feet. As easy as that takedown was to start this, he wanted to go on his feet, but Brock Henderson said, I'm going to score 1, and he's working on it right now, working on some hand control. He splits the hands of Greenwald. He does get that 1-point escape, and now we're back to our feet. So Brock Henderson up 3-0 over Tanner Greenwald, the district runner-up from Wilton. There's a sweep single, and Henderson cuts across to a double, pops his head out on the right side of Greenwald, and picks up the 2-point takedown. It's now 5-2, so Brock Henderson doing a nice job building the lead, and he's on his way to that 3rd and 4th bronze medal match, and we'll be anxious to see who he will be wrestling there. 1:18 left to go. A lot of time left for Greenwald, but the way Henderson is wrestling right now, Greenwald, he's got a lot of work to do to get himself back into this match. Brock Henderson up on top, riding the right side now of Greenwald. Hard crossface, working that cheek of Greenwald, and now chicken wing on the left side. Henderson switches off to a chicken wing on the left side, and Henderson drops over to the right side, steps over to the right side, and tries to stack up Greenwald. Greenwald now sits out, turns in, gets to his feet. Henderson on the edge of the mat, and he's going to bump him off, so we're going to get a restart. So Zach, the freshman from North Lynn, is off to a fantastic start. 5-0 lead with 47 seconds left.
A lot of offense, a lot of pressure going on right now by Henderson. He's doing a very nice job throughout this entire match so far.
Well, we've seen the coming out party of two very good freshmen for our areas. That would be Brock Henderson from North Lynn and, of course, Max Lyon from Western Dubuque. They're having their coming out parties here at the Well in this 2014 state tournament. Again, starting the season, Henderson was not ranked at all, but he's going to finish no less than fourth here, or no less than sixth. Again, he's assured of no less than sixth right here, and he's working on more. Tight waist now on Greenwald from Wilton. Greenwald splits the hands of Henderson, comes to his feet. Henderson drops down on a double, climbs the body again. Short sit-out turn-in once again by Greenwald. Scramble situation on the edge of the mat. Greenwald short sit position. Henderson loads him up on his hip. Half Nelson now by Henderson, and that's going to do it for the second period. And Brock Henderson keeping those hips tight, Zach, in good position.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Great rides. He's still working for pinning combinations. He's not just sitting on top, not working for anything. So Henderson's doing a nice job of trying to create some more points to build his lead.
Well, it looks like Greenwald will have to go to the blood corner. So let's take a peek at our wrestlers coming up. Class 1A, again, Jared Coyle, we will have him in the medal match, wrestling for 7th and 8th. He will take on Brad Kirkhoff from Audubon, who's a junior at 46 and 8. And then we've been spying the matches from Carter Happel from Lisbon. Of course, he had that tremendous win over Hunter Washburn in yesterday's quarterfinals, winning by a fall. Then in the nightcap, a 10-1 major decision over the undefeated J.D. Rader from South Hamilton. So Carter Happel will take on Colby McIntyre from Central Lyon in that championship match. Sawyer Amling, we'll have him up in just a few minutes at 138. He's got a tough match with Connor Shalista from Alburnett. The sophomores 41 and 7. I'm not sure if those two have met. Yeah, they did meet in the district final where Shalista winning a very close match. I believe it was 6-4 over Amling. So we'll see if Amling can get the payback here at the state meet. Well, we're back to action as Greenwald gets taking care of the bleeding, and he's going to choose down. Nice spiral ride by Henderson. Greenwald's going to come to a stand-up. Henderson's going to drop down to a single, and we might get a stalling call on Henderson. No, we do not, as he dives across to a double. Down block now by Greenwald. Henderson's burning some clock. He's hanging on to that double. Might get a stalemate right here. Now Henderson's going to dump Greenwald to his head, cover the hips up, but Greenwald coming right back to his feet. And Henderson once again reaches down, picks up a single. He's got the right leg of Greenwald picked up, trying a front trip. Now Henderson dives across to try to catch the other ankle, and he does, and now we're going to get stalling against Henderson. You knew that was coming, Zach.
Yeah, he was just hanging on that leg, not doing much, not trying to return him, not trying to crawl up the backside of Greenwald right there. So you saw that stall warning coming.
Well, there's the whistle, and Greenwald's done a very good job getting to his feet, and Henderson's done a nice job countering. Now Greenwald back to his feet again. Greenwald might score 1 point here. Yes, he does. Now Greenwald with the front headlock on Brock Henderson. Henderson controlling the right elbow of Greenwald, and we're either going to get a stalemate or a stalling call on Henderson right here. Oh, we might get a 2-point takedown by Greenwald as he's trying to cut the corner on Henderson. 34 seconds, and that's a 2-point takedown. It's 5-2 right now, or excuse me, 5-3, 30 seconds left. So Brock Henderson having that 5-0 lead and kind of sitting on that lead, Zach. We talked about that. You want to build that lead, don't sit on it. So Brock Henderson finds himself in kind of a scary situation. 14 seconds left to go. Henderson belly down, might get another stalling call on Henderson. Greenwald trying to load up a cradle. Greenwald now a chicken wing on the left side of Henderson. 5 seconds left in this period. Greenwald trying to tilt Henderson. Henderson's going to stay belly down. That's going to do it. That's a fine 5-2 win, a 5-3 win by Brock Henderson. So Henderson will match Max Lyon from Western Dubuque. He will wrestle for 3rd and 4th. So a tremendous tournament by the freshman from North Lynn. He's gone 3-1 so far, and his record now stands at 38-5. So outstanding job there by Henderson.
And that was 5-3, you said?
5-3, yes,
Final?
indeed, over Tanner Greenwald from Wilton. And Greenwald, I would say, guys, at 14, let's see, Greenwald is 2-2 now, or 3-2. 2-2. Greenwald 16-8, and he's going to have 5th or 6th place. So going back and looking at records, we talked about that, Jamie and Zach, before. When you get to the state tournament, you can't you can't look at records because people get hot at the end of the season, and obviously Greenwald has.
We talk about that. We talk about, records. Seen a lot of guys that haven't lost this year lose at the state tournament. Not only that, but also the age. You can't look at freshman, you can't look at sophomore or even senior, because we've seen a lot of those underclassmen come in here and beat those upperclassmen, going back talking about Max Lyon.
Well, we're waiting for the weight class 132 right now. Our next wrestler will be up is Sawyer Amling. Again, he'll be taking on Carter Shalista from Alburnett. Shalista now 41-7 on the year. And then after that, that will be our last match this round. And then we'll have a short break. So
we will wait for Sawyer Amling to come up here on the mat, as once again Sawyer's opponent, Sawyer Amling's opponent here at weight class 138. He's going to take on Connor Shalista, as Roger mentioned, from Alburnett. And I think he is 2 matches away from being called.
I see Shalista over in the warm-up area, ready to run out. I haven't spied Sawyer Amling yet, but Amling having a great tournament. He's 3-1 so far. He opened up the tournament with a very good win, 6-4 over Derek Bailey from Maple Valley, Anthenoto, and then losing a tough 8-3 match to Taylor Lehman from Clarion Goldfield, and catching fire, a nice 13-4 major decision over Chris Paulson from Don Bosco, and then a very nice 4-2 win over Colby Bertrude from Northwood Kensett. And Sawyer Amling will be the next match up, so he is on deck. Looking ahead, our Class 1A wrestlers will, at 195, Tyler Hoffman will wrestle in the finals tonight. He will be joined by Ryan Parmley from Maquoketa Valley and Tyler Yankovic from Maquoketa Valley. So tonight's final actions, those are going to be very interesting matches.
Roger, it's kind of weird. We were talking about this yesterday, how long it's been since West Delaware hasn't had a finalist. Now you're starting to see some Maquoketa Valley, some East Buchanan guys come out here. It's kind of nice to see those programs around us starting to build, starting to get better. At the same point as West Delaware was close, hopefully we see that next year.
And you talk about Maquoketa Valley, that's Coach Tim Andrews, Ryan Parmalee, and Tyler Yankovic. Those are his first 2 finalists that he's had as a coach. He surpassed the 100-win mark this season as a head coach in dual meets, and now he's got his first 2 state finalists. And I'm not sure when the last Maquoketa Valley state finalist was, Roger.
Well, we'll have to do a little research on that. I'm not sure either. We'll do a little research, and maybe we'll ask somebody that has those Maquoketa. We might ask Coach Beatty from Maquoketa Valley. He would probably, Mike Beatty, he would probably have the answer for that. Well, Shalisa's going to open this up with a snap and spin on Sawyer Amling and catch Amling's right heel and cover his hips and pick up the first takedown of this match. There's a Granby roll by Amling. He's going to try to pick up the 2-point reversal. Shalista counters that. Amling back to his feet. Shalista drops in on a single front trip on Amling, and once again Amling finds himself belly down right center of the mat, the purple Johnston Dragon mat number 3. Right out in front of us, 1:17 left to go, and Shalista up on top riding a spiral ride. Now he drops down. Shalista goes over the top of the head of Amling, tries to set up a drive cradle, and Shalista is very physical, Zach. Sawyer Amling's really going to have to move, use some of that technique, and just get out here and wrestle for broke. 6-4 win by Shalista, I believe, in the district final at Jessup. So Sawyer Amling knows Shalista quite well. Shalista is the sophomore from Alburnett. Alburnett, I believe, that team title, they took the lead Eddyville Blakesburg closed up on him yesterday, made up 20-some points on the Pirates. The Pirates had a late flurry yesterday afternoon, and I think they had a 6-point lead over the Rockets from Eddyville going into today's matches. So every one of Alburnet's matches are critical. Jamie's going to check that for us. I read the paper this morning, but we'll find out. I may be wrong on my facts. My memory is fading.
Well, yesterday you told everybody they had it locked up, so.
Well, you're looking at that 22-some, you're looking at that huge lead, and, sometimes that's hard to catch up. How close was I?
Albernet has a 7-point lead.
Okay, see? I was within one.
Well, yesterday you had them up by 20-some and had it locked up. So.
That's
a little bit better, Roger.
That's not bad for the morning for me.
You're much closer today.
That's a good thing. Well, first period over. Shalista is going to take a 2-0 lead into the second period, and it's going to be his choice. He's got the red leg bands on, and he's going to go down. Albernet will bring they're going to lose some good seniors, but they've got some good sophomores yet ready to go. Boy, there's a 1-second escape by Shalista. I don't know that I've ever seen a 1-second escape, Zach, but there it was.
That was quick.
Not since Phil Ketty from Iowa, maybe.
That's 1 second. You talk about kids being able to escape in 1 second. Austin Hosh needed that 1-second escape just a little bit ago. Didn't get it. He'll be wrestling for 5th and 6th. Sawyer Amlin with some work to do on Shalista. Shalista looks a lot bigger. They're both 138-pounders, but out here on the mat, Shalista definitely looks a lot bigger than Sawyer Amlin. So Amlin have a little bit of trouble with the strength of Shalista. We're going to get a stalemate as Shalista goes to a collar tie and tries to drop down on Amlin. Amlin in that staggered stance. There's a long double by Shalista. Nice front headlock now by Sawyer Amlin. We'll see if he can turn this into a 2-point takedown. Shalista's going to lock onto that right arm of Sawyer Amlin as Amlin buries it around the neck of Shalista. Off the edge of the mat they go, and they've got to get a restart.
Roger, we haven't seen a shot out of Sawyer Amlin yet. It's all been Connor Salisa here. I'd like to see Amlin get in on the offense.
Well, that's going to be the whole key to winning this match is you've got to get Shalista on his heels. And when Shalista's applied a lot of forward pressure, that's very difficult to do. 59 seconds left to go in second period, and we're in neutral position with Shalista up 3-0. So Sawyer Amlin needs a big takedown here. Amlin needs a big takedown to get back in this match. Shalista staggered stance, right leg forward. There's a long shot by Shalista. Now we're going to get stalling against Amlin. And you called it, Zach. Amlin has not taken a shot yet. Front headlock now by Sawyer Amlin. And Shalista again does a nice job controlling that right elbow. Amlin has that front headlock buried, and Shalista just latches onto that right elbow and stays square and counters that front headlock. Again, when you do that, I'd like to see Sawyer Amlin pick that head up and snap it down a little bit. Long shot by Amlin. Once again countered by Shalista. Shalista now with an overhook on the right arm of Sawyer Amlin. Look for that fireman's carry out of Shalista. He is deadly with it. 22 seconds left to go. Amlin's got to be careful here not to give up another 2. Front headlock now again by Amlin, and Shalista again controls that right elbow.
Roger, he's got to go. He's got a stall call on him now. He's got to get after the offense. He's kept this match close, but he's got to get after shots. He's got to get after some offense.
There was a long shot by Amlin across the whole circle, and that was easy for Shalista to counter. Now Shalista tried to load Amlin up and hip toss him. Amlin sags as the second period comes to a close. Look for Shalista to ride that spiral ride. He's going to come with that claw ride in the thigh with the right, and he's going to come right around the neck with his left and work that half Nelson and tilts, and there he goes. Now he switches over to the right side, and that's going to be a 1-point escape by Amlin. It's 3-1 now. Long shot by Shalista, and again, Amlin catches him. 1:42 left to go. Underhook now by Amlin. Again on the left side of Shalista, and Shalista controls that right elbow one more time. Amlin's going to have to do some faking to the right, look for a sweep single. He's going to have to create some angles. Right now, everything he's doing is just a straight shot.
That's right. There's another long shot by Amlin. Didn't get deep enough, didn't continue to go and explode through it. So, we like to see better angles than square-on shots.
There's an over-under by Shalista and an over-under by Amlin. got to be careful here. This is throw or be thrown, and we're going to get a stalemate as our official is going to watch both wrestlers as they sag. Again, a lot of mutual respect for both of these guys. Again, former Tri-Rivers rivalry right here. Edco now in the Upper Iowa Conference joining Starmont. So these two did not meet in the conference final. 107 left to go. There's another long shot by Shalista. You can see Shalista just burning some clock. Now a better front headlock by Amling. He's going chin and arm now. There's a sit through by Shalista, and off the edge of the mat one more time. So here we go. 55 seconds left. Amling needs a takedown to tie this thing. A fake and then a reshot. Amling back in. Amling back in on the shot. Again, too far away. He's trying to attack that right leg of Shalista, and the Shalista is keeping that right leg back. So Amling cannot reach it and pull that into a single. Again, Shalista and Amling head-to-head, forehead to forehead. 32 seconds left to go in this match. It's a 3-1 lead by Amling. Let's get a stalemate right there. Shalista is burning some clock. Again, the winner here will wrestle for third and fourth. The loser will wrestle for fifth and sixth. 25 seconds left to go. Sawyer Amling now has got to get a shot here. Staggered stance. There's a shot by Shalista, double leg takedown, nicely countered, good down block, good whizzer now by Amling. 15 seconds left to go, and Shalista is very difficult to penetrate right here. He's lowering his level. He's very heavy-legged and heavy-hipped for a 138-pounder. 11 seconds left to go, and that two-point takedown of Shalista, a two-point takedown in the first period by Shalista is going to stand up as Sawyer Amling will lose this match 3-1. So Sawyer Amling will wrestle for fifth and sixth here in just a little bit, and Shalista will wrestle for third and fourth.
And we will have a short break, as we will not have a wrestler until Patrick Woods coming up at weight class 113 in class 2A. So we'll send it back to the station. We'll get a couple more coaches' interviews in there, as we've got Coach's Corner with John Swisher going on yet. We'll try to get one or two of them in there before we come back with Class 2A placing matches right after this. You're listening to state tournament coverage right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.